Greetings, Keith Piggott here again. Welcome to the Electronic Safety Management System Simplified, eSMS-S. Today, the focus of this tutorial will be on a meeting management tool, specifically inviting users to a meeting. Let's recap what we've done so far. We've discussed the meeting management tool. We've discussed on how the logic of the meeting tool works. In other words, we create topics. These would be the main subjects that we talked about at every or the majority of meetings. We've discussed how to create a meeting. We've discussed how to add agenda topics to our meeting. And we've discussed how to add subtopics to our meeting. And then add more agenda topics to our meeting and subtopics. Now, let us return to the meeting that we were working in. Remember, we can either get into the meeting through eSMS tools. Fifth item down is create a meeting, or we can go to element 2. The last item there is view safety meetings. For this particular example, I'm going to use this method of going there, both exactly the same to end up in exactly the same place. Right, here's the list of meetings, all the meetings that we've had so far. The last meeting is the one that we've been dealing with in the tutorial to date. And we're going to go to the big blue button. It says Agenda, and we are going to click on Agenda. The meeting now loads. Here's the details of the meeting. Here's our Add Agenda button and our Manage Attendees button. Agenda item number 1 is meeting attendance lists. Agenda items number 2 and 3 exactly as we entered them. Alright, today we're going to deal with the attendees as we've said earlier. Let's click on Manage Attendees. Right, now a pop-up window appears with a list of all the users in your company that are registered on your eSMS system at this point in time. All we need to do is select or click on the users that we want to invite to this particular meeting. And there I've selected a bunch of guys, and you go down to the bottom right hand side and click on the Save. Once you've clicked that Save button, two things happen. The first thing is the system comes back to this particular page. Same meeting, agenda item number 1. You will see under present we have nobody yet because nobody's attended the meeting yet. Apologies, there is nobody. And under absent, here is the list of all the people that we have invited so far. The second thing that happens is that the system sends out an email to everybody that you have invited to their normal email account. So if they're using Gmail, or if they're using Outlook, or if they're using a company domain, or whatever it is, so-and-so at Sunshine Aviation, that email will go to them. Alright. Now here's a little tip. If the users or the invitees are telling you they're not getting that email, it's probably because their email system is set up to send no reply messages to their junk or spam mail folder, because the email is from noreply@esms-s.com. What the users need to do is they need to go into their email setup program and ensure that noreply@esms-s.com email is registered as a safe email address and a safe domain. Alright, I use Outlook for my mail management. So here we are. I look in my inbox and here it is, noreply@esms-s.com, and I click on that to open it. Here we have our email that we've received. The details of the email are here, the date of the meeting, the time of the meeting, the location, the summary of the meeting, and everything else. At the bottom of the email, there's two buttons, a green button and a red button. The green yes button indicates that you will accept this invitation and you will be attending the meeting. The red no button indicates that you will not be attending the meeting. For the sake of this particular example, I am going to select the no button. But I'm going to do that in a moment. First, let's have a look at the attachment. There is a calendar. Once you open that calendar attachment file, it is an appointment. So it's very simple. There's the name of the meeting, the location, the date, the time, and the summary of the meeting is already inserted for you. All you need to do is decide how much of a reminder period you need and click Save and Close. That diary item will now appear in the diary that you use. So if you're using Outlook, it will appear there. If you're using Google Calendar, it will appear. Here is my Google Calendar, and for that particular day, on the 20th training tutorial, there it appears there. Nice, hopefully a simple little tool that you'll be able to use. Now we go back to our meeting. For this particular example, we are going to respond to this meeting in the negative. I'll show you why just now. So we click on the No button. What that does is it opens a fresh page in your browser called Meeting Register, and it says, thank you for registering that you will not attend. As I said, I was not attending the EV meeting, and here we are, we're back at the meetings page. I can now go and look in apologies, and there you can see my name, and it says thumbs down, I will not be attending. The other invitees have still not had the opportunity to respond to their invitations at this point in time, so nothing further has happened. I will deal with managing the attendee list in the next tutorial. So that's it for inviting attendees at this particular point. Please guys, we would really appreciate your constructive criticism and feedback on this training tutorial video. If you can comment on it or like or not like it, we would appreciate it.